tonight before the Kings Royal, accelerating to the green flag at Eldora Speedway.
That green flag waves. Parker Price Miller through the middle, challenging for the lead. The 24 of Rico Abreu down to the bottom, and here comes the 2 of David Gravel, but all for naught. The caution lights are on, and a penalty being issued for the 71 of Parker Price Miller. Field bunches up, acceleration begins. The green flag waves on the night before at the Eldora Speedway.
Abreu to the lead, challenged down low by Aaron Reitzel, but now Gravel back around the outside of Reitzel to retain the second spot. They race that way into turn number 3.
Zach Hampton holds down the 4th spot, and the 57 of Kyle Larson already into the top 5, bringing with him the 41 of Carson Macedo, a 3-car battle for the 4th position.
Macedo, Larson, and Hampton. Larson to the inside now, nearly 3 wide as Macedo went very low into corner number 3. Zach Hampton still retains the 4th spot with Kyle Larson running 5th, 2 laps into this 30-lap feature. Gravel now reeling, catching up with Abreu as they reach heavy traffic in turn number 1. Abreu on the cushion, Gravel slightly lower line on the speedway. Caution on the speedway.
Corey Day off the pace in the 14 BC. Green flags back out.
David Gravel stays with Abreu, now dives to the bottom of the speedway in 1 and 2. A look for the lead there for Gravel, nothing doing. Up to 4th now, Kyle Larson in the 57, and he's challenging Aaron Reitzel for the 3rd spot on the bottom, exiting corner 4.
Not a good restart for Zach Hampton. Went from 4th to 6th, coming through, as well as the 19 of Brent Marks. He moves into the 7th spot and looks for more, or he may be experimenting.
Back crash in turn 1, car into the wall. A vicious hit into corner number 1. Casey Kane out of the car, over between turns 1 and 2.
Here's your Dirt Vision replay.
Wow, the car just shot up the racetrack and got into the wall. Watch the number 9 just right up the racetrack. You'd have to think by that something must have broken on the car going into the first corner.
Green flag waves, we're back to racing.
David Gravel stays with Abreu. Looks to the low side of the speedway in turns 1 and 2. Abreu higher on the racetrack. Kyle Larson side by side with Aaron Reitzel. They'll duel for the 3rd spot. Give it to Larson entering 3 and 4.
Bringing with him the 41 of Carson Macedo, who pulled alongside the 87 of Aaron Reitzel. It's now a 3-car battle for the 3rd position. Macedo all the way to the bottom. Here comes Reitzel with a run back around the outside. He'll dive to the bottom in turn number 3. Slide job engaged.
Aaron Reitzel back to 3rd. Larson trying to cross back underneath him into turn number 1. Larson's got it for the moment. Reitzel off the banking, trying to slide back up in front of the 57. He gets that pass made at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Good stuff between Kyle Larson and Aaron Reitzel for 3rd.
Car off the pace, heading into turn 1. It's Logan Schuhart in car number 1S, and the caution lights blink on.
Back under green flag action. David Gravel, a quick peek to the inside, down the front straightaway, side by side with Abreu, looking for the lead into corner number 2. Abreu powers back around him on the outside. Aaron Reitzel now right there with Gravel looking for 2nd. 3 cars battle for the lead. Reitzel trying to go 3rd to 1st. At the line, Abreu's got the lead. Reitzel 2nd. Now Gravel back to the inside of Reitzel in 1 and 2.
Now a 3-car tussle for that race lead. Abreu, Reitzel, Gravel, the running order. Zach Hampton back into the top 5 in the Bill Rose Racing car number 6. We flash past the flag stand, 1 lap shy. Car into the wall, it's Aaron Reitzel in the 87 and catches the fence, and here comes the 6 of Hampton. Big trouble now in turns 1 and 2. Aaron Reitzel climbing out of the 87 after a multi-car incident in turns 1 and 2.
Here is the Dirt Vision replay.
Oh my goodness.
Reitzel just kind of tripped over the cushion. The sudden stop there into the catch fence, and then Hampton and Snyder, neither driver with anywhere to go.
As anticipated, Rico Abreu did wait a little bit longer that time to get on the gas. On the gas is the 41 of Carson Macedo. He enters the mix and battles for the lead, gets the 2nd spot away from the 2 of David Gravel.
Macedo up to 2nd. Gravel now challenged low by the 57 of Kyle Larson for 3rd. Abreu opening things up just a little bit. Larson to the inside of Gravel, who crosses back underneath him, but Larson will have third as they reach turn 3.
A move there from Larson to move down and take the air off of Gravel's nose as they were coming down the front straightaway. They're side by side, and look how close they get into turn number 3. Gravel to the bottom, slide job for third. David Gravel back into a podium spot.
2 laps to go as he crosses the line for Rico Abreu. More traffic, and Carson Macedo once again getting slightly closer. Lead back down to a 2nd and a quarter. Larson to the inside, taking the 3rd spot away from David Gravel.
Slider at the exit of the corner puts the 57 of Larson back into a podium spot. Here comes Gravel powering to the inside. Slide job off of turn number 4. He's got the spot with the white flag in the air.
David Gravel back to 3rd. Larson trying to close in on him. Leader down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for the final time. It will be Rico Abreu winning the night before the Kings Royal. Larson throws a wicked slider at David Gravel. Those two really going at it as they take the checkered flag. Abreu the winner, Carson Macedo 2nd, Kyle Larson 3rd, David Gravel 4th. And now Gravel and Larson get together out of turn 2. There's a look at the Dirt Vision replay as to what happened after they took the checkered flag. And David Gravel and Kyle Larson not done yet, having words from the cockpit of their respective cars in corner number 2. To celebrate the victory in the night before the Kings Royal, Rico Abreu at Eldora.
I just had to really just concentrate on not slipping the tire exit. You know, my car would sit in the left rear, but just hats off to these guys. The Whiskey Myers, they just dropped their new song tonight, Midnight Woman, and to get this East Texas Hot Rod in Victory Lane, this beautiful car, all of our partners, all you fans, you guys what make this sport so exciting, man, and I drive my ass off for you guys, and I just really appreciate, these events and the build-up to them. It gets really intense out there. You're racing against the greatest drivers of all time, Kyle Larson, David Gravel, Brad Sweet, Carson Macedo. They're the fastest cars in the country right now. And, I just give it all to this team, our partners, Pacific Boring, ArcZone.com, Chris Weiser's here, the Hunt family, some of their family members are here with the Jackson Superhero Foundation, Swan Island Sheet Metal, John Gaynor, his family. They all watch. My family watches at home, so these races are really, really important to me, and what's most important is getting a win in front of the best damn fans in the world. Yeah, I waited a little bit longer. I think it just helps the initial starts, and when you set a fast pace like that, guys can time it a lot easier, and the outside was probably taken off a lot better, just the momentum against the banking, so the longer I waited probably helped him some, and I just wanted to make sure I got my car wound up, and Reitzel kept getting into my inside that restart before, and I could just hear guys, once I got going, the track was so fast tonight that, when I would get in, you see these guys that, get in these wrecks in turn one and 2 here, and, the steering wheel just wants to freaking rip out of your hands. This is how demanding this racetrack was tonight. Polar opposite of last night, and that's what makes Eldora Speedway so unique.
Are you ready to potentially wear the crown tomorrow night?
Yeah, we just take this team one race at a time. We've been really competitive this year, and to get our 10th win this season here at Eldora Speedway in front of the best damn fans in the world is just really special to me. It becomes so emotional, this place, and just the energy that it creates, and I just see all the fans so happy, and it's really rewarding to me.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.